Because of FCC regulations, I can no longer say bang bang. So maybe let's get our sizzle on, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let's do it. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. P Digits, my guy. He said, "Man, it's 9:45. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're late to your own show." And it happens to the best of us. And I'll tell you why. Because I'm angry. I'm mad. I've got issues. I've got issues. Tons of them. Tons of issues, P Digits. So if you want to come find out what all of those issues are, y'all make sure to jump into the stream, hit like, subscribe, follow, because tonight nobody is above getting fried. Okay? I'm salty, I'm angry, and I'm just coming to vent to you guys. And no P Digits. These are just Gamecock colors, and tonight I had a clean black shirt. And I didn't feel like fixing my hair, so I threw on the backwards cap. Happens. Yes, yes, indeedy. That is one of them, P Digits. Pensman, let it out, bro. All right. So I think this is a good spot. I got 6 of you tuned in right now. I think this is a good spot. I love sports talk radio. I do. My radio stays on sports talk 100% of the time until today. Y'all, I am so sick of hearing about this quarterback from Colorado who fell from the first round talent that everybody said he was to a 5th round talent. Like, I don't even want to spend much time on it, but I'm annoyed by it. All right. And so today, my local radio station, locale, the one I call all the time, have a good rapport with these guys. I talk to them all the time. They got mad today because they said I wasn't going to listen to the first segment of their show because they said they were going to talk about that quarterback from Colorado. All right. And they told me, don't listen. I said, well, don't worry. I'm not. We've heard about it since Thursday. Last week, okay? Sports talk, man. It's all over the place. There's a news story every day if you want to talk about it. Yet they want to run this one into the ground. And I think I even called it overcooked steak. How many of y'all eat your steak well done with ketchup? Because at this point, you can put ketchup on all of that talk from the quarterback from Colorado. And they retired his number for what? For what? Y'all are ridiculous. Like, okay, We know he fell from the first round to the 5th round. Here's an idea. Let's keep it local. Let's talk about what I'm wearing right here on my head, the Gamecocks. Or let's talk about how many players Clemson had drafted. Or let's talk about Cam Ward going number 1. Or the Panthers. Or this or that or anything in between. But for the love of God, can we please stop talking about that quarterback from Colorado? Does it tell you anything that Dylan Gabriel was drafted ahead of him? Jalen Milroe was drafted ahead of him. Heck, me and Pensman, he's up in here. Pensman, thanks for being here. I'm going to get all these comments in just a moment. But heck, I thought Shedeur was going 21 to the Steelers. And y'all want to know what I got more sick of? What are you more sick of? Waiting on Aaron Rodgers and where he might end up? I mean, I think he's the next co-host on the Pat McAfee show, if I'm being honest with you. But what are you more ready to get off the plate? Where Aaron Rodgers is next year? Or Shedeur Sanders fell in the draft? Oh my goodness. But this local radio host, he decided he was going to kind of blackball me a little bit, if you will. Because I said I would. He was like, well, don't listen. Their motto is literally turn it on, leave it on. That's the motto of the radio station. Turn it on, leave it on. And they told me not to listen because I had an opinion about something that everybody has buried into the ground. So while you may be a little bit confused that this was talking about the quarterback from Colorado who had his jersey retired, no, it's more about, hey man, we've heard it already. Let's try to be a little more creative. Let's try to talk about it in a different point of view, especially if you claim to be a Gamecock and a Clemson Tiger here in the upstate of South Carolina. We don't care about a Colorado quarterback. We care about, how about this? We care about Shane Beamer having more NFL draft players in his first 4 years than Steve Spurrier, Lou Holtz, all of them. The Gamecocks are pumping out NFL talent. That's one thing I care about if you're talking about local. I don't know about you guys. But if I'm talking about local stuff, I'm going to talk about Gamecock players being drafted in the NFL. I think there were 3 from Clemson. Phil Maffa, Peter Woods, and I can look up the other name for you in just a moment. And I'll tell you why that scares the daylights out of me. Because Clemson is going to have a lot of NFL talent on their roster in college this year. Yeah. So any Gamecock fan who makes fun of Clemson not really having any NFL picks this year, I got bad news for you. They are going to have a lot of them next year. And I'll be honest, Clemson players that were drafted. Phil Maffa to the Cowboys, Bennett Carter, and R.J. Mickens. That leaves a lot of talent on the roster. And the Gamecocks, with all of their picks, they lost a lot of talent to the draft. I mean, my goodness, the Gamecocks. Nick Eamon-Warry. Can't believe he fell to the second round. TJ Sanders. Demetrius Knight Jr. Kyle Kennard. Speaking of Kyle Kennard, Jim Harbaugh loves Gamecock players, doesn't he? Jim Harbaugh, he loves them. Dating back to his 49er days, he always said they were well coached. They had a good attitude. Harbaugh has always loved a Gamecock player. And he got Kennard and he got Rocket Sanders as an undrafted free agent. Demetrius Knight Jr. to the Bengals. Whew. Good pick, Bengals. Good pick. Demetrius Knight Jr. Check. Sign me up. And then just congratulations, though, to all of these players. I don't understand why it all had to be about just this one guy. Like, I mean, Cam Ward didn't get talked about. Tate from Georgia didn't get talked about. Michael Williams. I mean, pull a Dawn Staley. All of these players deserve our equal attention. You can't just make it about one or two guys, man. I mean, shout out Amarian Hampton, North Carolina. Travion Henderson, Ohio State. Quinshad Judkins, Oklahoma State players. Texas players. All of them. They all got drafted. So why has it got to be about this one dude? Pensman. Sanders got drafted. Wasn't sure if you heard by the Browns. Yeah, I know. How about Travis Hunter? Hey, they didn't talk about Travis Hunter. Not enough, they didn't. It was all about Shedeur and him falling. Yep, Shedeur all the way to the 5th. Dude, there's been some crazy falls in the NFL draft. It's one of the more epic ones. P. Digits. He believes that I had something to do with it. Well, hey, I have been called out before on a YouTube short for jinxing a team thousands of miles away. It was Texas A&M, Florida, in the March Madness. Yeah, I jinxed A&M that game and made them lose. Good stat, Pensman. Yeah, great stat. They retired his jersey because he had the most completions in school history. Well, you know what? If that's the bias, can we retire Connor Shaw's jersey? Back-to-back 11-win seasons. 29-3 as a starter. As a matter of fact, this is going to be good, y'all. The last time the Cleveland Browns took 2 quarterbacks in one draft, Johnny Manziel and Connor Shaw. And now we've got Dillon Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders. Ooh, y'all just hit me Ooh, y'all got me with that tidbit. Thank you. That's good stuff, though. Connor Shaw should have always had that job. He played well once he finally got a chance. But of course, you can't sit Johnny football. But Connor Shaw got in there and did his thing. I'm going to try to clear out these comments, y'all. Give me a minute. Let's see here. He said the NFL is racist, but he forgot about Wilson, Vick, and Cunningham. That is coming from Pensman Sports. Here's what I will say about that. I don't avoid issues. And I heard that. And I think I mentioned it to my wife and said that part of the reason they said Shedeur fell was because of race. That could very well be the case. But do you guys realize that most of the NFL is the race that he is? So I'm not going to go very deep into that. But Cam Ward, I mean, literally like 80% of the NFL. So I think I did hear today, apparently, Shedeur. God, I was trying to go the whole time without saying that name. Y'all made me say it. Dang y'all. He apparently did take a FaceTime call during one of his interviews. Like, full blown. Like, no, this isn't an emergency. No, I'm just going to take this call. All right, so here. I'm going to FaceTime and I'm going to interview with you guys on YouTube. Okay? But y'all are an NFL team, and I'm a guy trying to get drafted. Would you show up to a job interview and take a FaceTime call? Nope. 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 Anyways, we went down that rabbit hole for a minute. Let's see if we can get back on track. I don't want to hear none of the nonsense, but I'd rather hear if the Canes can close out the Devils. Man, yeah, give me the Hurricanes. Give me the Hurricanes. Matt Kraft, he's a Hurricane fan. No, Matt Kraft, obviously, you weren't listening the whole time. That's the beauty of this thing, though. I don't have to get out and get in and get out in 1 minute. It's not like when we call the radio show and you get cut off before you get to fully express what you're trying to say. Just saying. That's what happened to me today. That's why everything is getting fried over here tonight. Mad Kraft says, what's good, Southern Fried Fam? Cleveland had the chance to draft both of them early. Pensman said he was hoping that Shedeur would end up going to Jacksonville because of Travis Hunter going. Cleveland could have took both of them. Doesn't make sense. Matt Kraft, open up that Kyle Kennard talk. I'm pumped up to have him learning from Khalil Mack. Hey, Kyle Kennard was a steal. And y'all got Rocket Sanders. I know y'all got Khalil Mack, but Rocket Sanders better be on that roster. Like I said, Harbaugh has always always loved Gamecock players. I'm pumped to have him play for Harbaugh. Paired with Khalil Mack, yep. Speaking of that, I don't know what the Panthers were doing. Why did they let the Falcons do what they needed to do? And when I say that, I mean, why did the Panthers allow the Falcons to do what the Panthers needed to do? The Panthers needed to get edge rushers, defense. And yet here we are, wide receiver at pick 8. Got a little defense late, but then we even signed Hunter Renfrow, who I'm ecstatic about. I'm ecstatic about Hunter Renfrow. But why draft a wide receiver when you need defense if you're going to sign Hunter Renfrow? It's like I've already said, the Panthers, they need to change their motto. Keep pounding, keep throwing. That's going to be the new motto. Couldn't agree more with Chuck right here. Cam Ward just wants to play ball. Sanders is about the limelight. Well, there's been the whole video where Shedeur asked Cam to make a rap video with him. And he's like, nah, I'm a football player. I'm talking about football. Remember these undrafted guys. All right, so Madcraft, he's dropping some knowledge on y'all. Remember these undrafted guys. Rocket Sanders, ex Restrepo, led the ACC in receiving for like 2 years. We got the Back It Up Binge podcast. Good evening, everybody. Thanks for stopping in. Statistics. Pensman. Will Miami retire Cam Ward's jersey? Madcraft, answer that question. Oh, yeah. Speaking of race, how about that Talladega race yesterday, y'all? I tell you what, we'll talk about it right after this. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to text my phone, check my phone. Look, this is hard, man. I don't have a producer over here, Madcraft. I've tried to sign you up for the job, but you don't answer very much. Maybe you should answer your phone a little more often. Maybe I got a spot for you here on Southern Fried Sports. Maybe. If you act right. And don't take any FaceTime calls during your interview. Maybe we'll talk about it. And so, yes, speaking of race, P digits, yes. There was a NASCAR race yesterday. And I got to be honest, y'all. I have started to prefer Xfinity and trucks over the Cup Series the last 4 weeks. There's more action. The Xfinity cars have more horsepower. Meanwhile, in the Cup Series, they all think it's great because they ride around 4 wide at Talladega half throttle because they're saving fuel, saving gas. Yeah, hey, save the environment. I'm all for it. I'm all for saving the environment. But not when it costs my NASCARs that are built to go fast to drive half throttle. That don't even make sense. Isn't the whole point of driving a race car to drive it wide open? Yet y'all want me to be entertained just because they're running close together? I'd be more entertained if they were running wide open. Guess what we do on Southern Fried Sports? We turn the grease wide open. All right? I'm not going to half fry up anything. That's how you get sick. Eating stuff that ain't cooked all the way through. Meanwhile, everybody, oh man, they were racing 4 wide. This is awesome. Yeah, pull out 4 chicken tenders out of your grease. Have them all stuck together. See how pink they are in the middle. Ridiculous. Golly. We can't even get good NASCAR racing anymore, y'all. Oh, we had Mr. First Down. He popped in. It's your boy. He was at the draft, y'all. Make sure y'all go follow him. Just search at Mr. First Down on X and give him a follow. He was at the draft, though. He was Tennessee Titan deck out Madcraft. You will really like that guy. Considering you're a Cam Ward fan, and now he plays for the Titans. P digits. The trucks are fun. Those dudes bang. I mean, Xfinity, Martinsville a few weeks ago, they banged. At Darlington, they banged. No, not North Wilkesboro, not yet. Rockingham. That was a great race. Great race last week. Of course, Cup was off because of Easter Sunday, so they didn't race at the Rock. But that was a great race as well. Speaking of NASCAR, though, as far as great races go, I already felt like that was going to be a bad thing to say. Golly. Somebody's going to clip me saying great races. It's just NASCAR, y'all. There is no great race. We talked about it a minute ago. The NFL stuff. Wanted to blame it on race. What? They ain't got nothing to do with it. Been many, 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 many things that have affected things far more than race. And Talladega race, great thing. Pinsman, man, the name of his show is The Happy Hour, all right? Can't be calling Harvick sorry. I will not stand for any Harvick slander on this show. Won't do it. No Harvick slander, sir. However, the slander that I will stand for is Bill Belichick slander and Jordan Hudson slander. Did you guys see this? Have y'all seen the video? Bill Belichick on CBS Good Morning, Sunday mornings. My man showed up to an interview with a big old slice in his shirt right here. 72 years old, dating a 24-year-old. And the only time that 24-year-old decided to step in was when they asked the question about how they met. Jordan, my good lady, if I may give you a piece of advice. My piece of advice to you is you probably should have told Bill to wear a different shirt rather than interjecting in a question with the interviewer from CBS Good Morning. I don't know. I'm not an expert. I'm just saying. I feel like if you would have made Bill put on a button-up shirt, you maybe wouldn't have had to tell him that we're not talking about this. He looked like Peter Griffin. Y'all know Peter Griffin? Family Guy. He's got a pair of whitey tighties with a rip in them, and he just likes it. That's what Bill Belichick looked like on this interview. But she wanted to, no. We're not talking about how we met on an airplane. Like, the story has been told already. We know how y'all met. Kind of. But at this point, I don't think we know the full story. Was that airplane meet planned prior? I don't know. I've got more red flags than a theme park. P. Digits. Bill is living the dream. Yes, he is. He is. I ain't hating on him for it. But this whole thing has red flags. Pensman said he's saying that NASCAR Cup hasn't been the same since Harvick, Dale Jr., and Sr., and Dale Jarrett days. Losing Jeff Gordon was a big deal for NASCAR. Tony Stewart, Carl Edwards, Greg Biffle. Yeah, NASCAR lost a lot right there for a minute. They did. They did. Bill doesn't believe in the top two buttons on his shirt. Sometimes sleeves are optional. P. Digits, though, it was a t-shirt. It was a t-shirt like what I'm wearing right now, a t-shirt. And it was like dingy. And it had just like one little tear. Like right here. Like, please go look up the interview. It was great stuff. Bill Belichick, you're a madman. Holes in a shirt can be comfortable, says P. Digits. Well, just like Peter Griffin I talked about. Holes in your underwear can be comfortable. We've gotten off of the sports talk, though, a little bit, but it's all relative. Like I said, we're just going to fry up tonight. Fry up. Let's see what else I want to talk about. We might have like one or two more topics. I don't know. I might lose you guys on one of them. I'm not going to read it, but y'all can see it. Goodness, P digits. I can always count on you. That's funny, though. Goodness gracious, P digits. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. All right. So we were talking about NASCAR, though, and ended up all the way over there. Holy. Let's see. We're 35 minutes in. There's 8 of you watching. Has everybody hit like and subscribe? Or send a comment, for that matter. Let's see. I might have one more trick up my sleeve. Let's see if y'all stay around for it. We'll be right back. Bang. All right, we're back. I wasn't supposed to say that, though. Golly. There's no way out of that one. Other than to talk about something friendly. So friendly fire, y'all. Gamecock Chuck. P digits. This one, I know you're a Clemson guy. This one might even be for you. I watched my first ever Savannah Banana baseball game when they played in Memorial Stadium the other day. Yeah, I almost threw up while I was saying that. Did you hear that? I watched my first ever Savannah Banana baseball game. In Memorial Stadium. Oh my gosh. We had to watch them run down the hill. We had to watch CJ Spiller come out and do a dance spiel. Dabo Sweeney down there on the sidelines. But the Savannah Banana stuff was actually pretty cool. I mean, I should get paid for talking about this, Pinson. I should. Savannah Bananas, Clemson, anybody out there, I will gladly take your donations. I am available on Twitter at JDWyatt06 on X. You can hit subscribe here on YouTube, hit me a message. You can send me some Cash App. If it doesn't give you the option, we'll figure it out. But yeah, I should get paid. Because I'll give anybody credit and I'll fry up anybody. It doesn't matter. And so right now I'm giving credit to Clemson. Savannah Bananas baseball there. It was fantastic. It's a different kind of baseball. I will say that. It's like match play baseball. And you got a ninja who's the umpire at first base. And the Savannah Bananas, they got a guy that'll come out on stilts and try to hit a home run. And they got to try to hit his strike zone. Like the catcher had to stand up and everything. And then they were playing at a football field. They had a 50-foot net. They had the most home runs ever hit in one game. And speaking of one game, I will say this. This is the one shot that I'll get in at Clemson fans. That's the fullest I've ever seen that stadium in my life. Yes, I'm a Gamecock fan. I've watched many a Clemson games. That stadium ain't never been that full ever, not never in a million years. for a baseball game, not a Clemson Tigers football game. I call it like I see it. I call it like I see it. Yep. Hey, and they went up. Yep. Memorial Stadium honors those that gave it all. Savannah Bananas went up into the stands and greeted all the veterans. That's where Clemson got that from. Oh, by the way, it was sold out. Bro, you know. I know y'all, man. Y'all ain't never filled that stadium up like I saw it yesterday on ESPN2 P Digits. Please show me a football game where the stadium looked like that. I'll admit if I was wrong. But I'm telling you, Savannah Bananas, they brought the house. It was interesting stuff. Pinsman, if you watch that, you definitely need some cash. Maybe I should pay all of you for watching them. No, not happening. Oh, P Digits. Okay, I'll stop. I wasn't trying to offend anybody, P Digits. Goodness gracious. I'm sorry. I will. I'll stop. Can I say this though, P Digits? If one of the players during the game hits foul ball and a fan catches it, it's an out. Y'all sucked at catching the ball, man. I saw a lot of drop balls in the stands. I know, P Digits. I'm nothing. I know it, man. I know. I'm about 5 foot. Yeah, I'll give myself 2. I'm like 5'2". About 110 pounds soaking wet, man. Yeah, it ain't nothing. It isn't nothing. It ain't nothing. I'll tell y'all what, though. I appreciate you all being here. Do y'all have any comments you want to get off your chest before we bounce out for the night? Because we're about to cut this thing off. So, P Digits, keep it coming. You fire one off at me. Shoot, hey, I'll fire one at myself, P Digits. Y'all had more fans at a Savannah Banana game than the Gamecocks can get into Williams-Brice Stadium. And if we do get that many into Williams-Brice Stadium, they'll leave before the fourth quarter. Stay ready, Pinsman. That's the best piece of advice I can give anybody. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. Speaking of getting ready, why don't y'all all go get ready for bed? You bunch of delinquents. Talking to myself. Trip man got a baseball game tomorrow. Man, I got to post some videos of some we got to get some videos of some 5-year baseball. Man, I'm telling y'all what, it's a trick. I've seen a mom come jerk her kid out of the dugout because he was climbing the fence. My son, he's more into playing soccer than baseball. Honestly, at this point, he might be able to kick the ball to first better than he can throw it. Y'all, I don't know. I don't know. But like I said, y'all are a bunch of delinquents. Thank y'all for tuning in. It is JD Wyatt, the Southern Fried Gentleman of Southern Fried Sports. We're going to go get ready for bed. Y'all go get ready to do whatever it is that y'all do. And hopefully we'll see y'all again soon. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.